Yeah, I'm starting on the boring loading screen, but you know what, it just makes it a little bit easier. I know we're going to be doing a lot of repeating after all I didn't get to the save point after I got the smart gun. Nor have I practiced this particular file. So chances are we may not make any progress in this video whatsoever, but one thing I did do is, if I can show it, I upgraded the pulse rifle to a reflex sight. I probably should have upgraded the shotgun considering we're going to a rather enclosed area, but no, for some reason I decided, fuck it, I'm upgrading the pulse rifle. I don't know why. Anyways, I'm going to be using the I'm going to be a little bit more conservative in regards to the, using these smart guns, though I know if I try and use my flashlight with a smart gun, it doesn't work. That's a bit of a shame, but oh well. Armor, yes. Let's get some armor. So there's going to be a bit of an update, I guess. Not sure what JRPG I'm going to be doing after Dragon Fantasy, The Black Tome of Ice, aka Dragon Fantasy Book 2. But I am middling with what I have on my PlayStation 3 digital download, and it's Wild Arms. Rather good little game, and I bought it because, you know, something about a Japanese role-playing game that's mixed with a little bit of a Wild Little West flair that just intrigues me, saying that so far the Western influence is mainly in the cutscene, opening cutscene, the music, and I guess the world map can be argued Western because it is, after all, a little bit of a desert, but I don't see any cactus. It's not exactly a well done Western RPG, but it is a Western kind of RPG, so there is that. Okay, does that alien die or not? I don't want to waste ammo. Nor do I necessarily want to get hit. And this guy's a meat shield, so I'm just going to use him as a freaking meat shield. Let him take the brunt of the work. After all, he's a NPC, and so he cannot die. So yay! It's also very dark in here. Which makes, you know, seeing what's going on a little bit excruciating and difficult, but you know what? Oh well. I'll just let this guy take pot shots. He takes the brunt of the damage, and well, this takes the occasional pot shot. Okay, I do see an ammo and an ammo. Excuse me, I do see an ammo counter, so yay. Anyways, back to what I was saying before. If I manage to complete Weld arms, chances are that'll be the next in my to-do list of JRPGs. I do want to be doing one JRPG per, well, what have you. You know, I started this channel particularly to do JRPGs and also to do, excuse me, I have a little bit of a delay. Also to do, no, what's this? Not strategy games, real-time strategy games. Yeah. That while my new laptop might be able to support my capture cards, the old one did not. It was very finicky and picky, and it was just, you know, I'm a little bit hesitant to give it another go because it really screwed up my settings and just made recording anything, no matter whether it was a console or a directly off the PC, it made it very annoying because I pretty much have to reprogram everything and get everything back in sync. Also, I don't have headphones still because the old ones were just getting too finicky. I think I left them at the old place. Excuse me. Probably don't need headphones considering I see, who's calling me? Who cares? You know, using the mic directly off the laptop has been, so far, the audio quality is by no means atrocious, to my standards anyways, but, well, let's be honest, I'm new at this. I don't even know what my standards are supposed to be. So they're probably a little bit low considering, you know? Whoa! I did not see that guy. Anyways, what's in here? I see ammo, I see armor. 2 calls in a row, and they're both junk numbers. Son of a bitch. Health. Yay. Shotgun limbs. Hey, you'll have to excuse me. One of the foster cats we are fostering, despite the fact that it was supposed to be spayed, is in heat. And yeah, she's looking, she's horny, she's desperate. The male foster cat we're fostering is trying to mate with her, despite the fact that he has no balls. And for some reason, the Angel, aka Snuggleput, aka the poor, sad, pathetic little horny cat, is, for some reason, trying to get my attention. She's currently beside me doing the whole love me, rub me thing, but I am a little bit distracted. Okay, I've made it this far. I think this is the furthest we've gone. We're encountering a new sewer. I have 128 rounds left. Not sure what the 21% means. Targ mass? Wait, do they actually tell you how much the target weighs? Armor. Yay. I'll be damned, they do tell you how much the target weighs. That's really useless information. I mean, 34 rounds, 5%. But this is as far as we've gone here. $300. I fucked up. I fucked up royally. Did I get a checkpoint? Did I get a checkpoint? Probably should have dropped the smart gun. Please tell me I got a checkpoint. Loading, loading, loading. Do, 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 do. You have got to be shitting me. I did not get a checkpoint. Okay, so I'm just going to drop the gun when it reaches low and get to that one area. After all, I'm pretty sure I made it near a checkpoint. How the hell do those aliens weigh 391 kilograms? Seriously. That's just wrong. The alien queen, I doubt, would weigh 391 kilograms. That's over a quarter of a ton, isn't it? A ton is what, 1,000 kilograms? I think it is. I'm trying to remember if a ton is 1,000 kilograms or 2,000 kilograms. I want to say 1,000 because that just makes the most sense, you know? It's a metric system and things usually go up by the tens, so having it be 2,000 kilograms doesn't make any sense, considering they usually go up by, you know what, counter of 10, 100, 1,000, what have you. Anyways, I at least have a better strategy, I guess, of how to, excuse me, deal with this. So, let's move on to not get distracted. Yo, me shield. Go. Yeah, 391 kilograms. How the hell do those things weigh 391 kilograms? They're supposed to be light, they're supposed to be agile, they're supposed to be swift, deadly, and while they certainly aren't in this particular video game, they're supposed to be a little bit stealthy. They're not supposed to be weighing 391 fucking kilograms. Hell. 391 kilograms. I'm trying to do the math in my head. I honestly think that's closer to half a ton than it is to a quarter ton. These things should not be that fucking heavy. But then again, I admit it's been a very long time since I've dabbled in the alien universe, so I don't know just exactly what's going on. I don't know, every time someone comments, they've mentioned some sort of trilogy or what have you, which I guess they're arranged about too, but I'll be honest with you, I haven't been keeping track with alien lore. I never even knew there really was any alien lore other than the movies and yeah, I didn't even know there was alien lore other than the movies. I just don't keep up with most. I'll be honest with you, when it comes to pop culture and entertainment, I just really can't be bothered to keep up, even with the what I like of them, like Tolkien. So I do admit, despite its bugs and shortcomings, the Shadow of Mordor, not the newest one, Shadows of Mordor was a decent game, though it most definitely has its flaws, just in also one that's for something that for a video game that most definitely should have taken its cues from the movie lore and not the book lore. It even screwed that up. And also I recognize some of it from the Silmarillion, which has nothing to do with the movie, so that kind of was a pet peeve of mine. But you know, it was, you know, if you can manage to get past the what's wrong in regards to what's not right with the lore and the story, it's an entertaining narrative, and it is a relatively fun game to play, and I say that a little hesitantly because I will be the first to admit I'm just really not a fan of most open world games. When Grand Theft Auto came out, I kind of missed it. I think when the original Grand Theft Auto came out, my parents split, and it was my dad who had the PS2 at his place, and it was for some reason my sister's, despite the fact my sister is by no means a gamer. Though I think the reason for it is it was my sister's birthday. My dad wanted a PS2 for himself, and so he bought the PS2 for my sister, and then got the game SOCOM US Navy SEALs for himself. Yeah. Anyways, I missed the original Grand Theft Auto 3. I went straight to Grand Theft Auto Vice City. That was my introduction to open world games of that specific type. I did play open world games before in regards to Elder Scrolls and PC Western RPGs. Excuse me. And I truly enjoyed it. When I went from Vice City to 3, I found it a little bit harsh because there's just what Vice City improved upon was very obvious when you did not have any experience with the original Grand Theft Auto 3 and went straight from Vice City to the older Grand Theft Auto 3, for example. The car, not the car auto places, the pretty much in the original games, the car detail places, which pretty much changed the look of your car, and that's how you got the cops to stop chasing after you. In Vice City, they were on the map. In the original Grand Theft Auto, they weren't. Well, I shouldn't say that. They were on the main map. You had to press the, you had to go directly to the main map to find it. It wasn't on the mini map, and that made it very difficult for me to play. Anyways, I enjoyed them both. San Andreas just sort of won me over. San Andreas was a terrific, entertaining game, in my rather humble opinion. Grand Theft Auto 4 was a little bit odd because it tried to take itself a little bit too seriously, and I wasn't sure what to think about it, but it did end up winning me over. Of course, naturally as I'm playing these Grand Theft Auto open world games, I'm playing other open world games, and well, some of them weren't as good, some of them were okay, some of them were even better. Playing Grand Theft Auto 5 now, and while it's certainly entertaining, I don't know. It's just feels like it's been milked a little bit too much, you know? And in regards to open world games in general, I've got the sneaky suspicion that there's a new Call of Duty, where an open world game just gets constantly released. I'm looking at you, Assassin's Creed, and well, there's no polish to it, there's no refinement to it. It's essentially a cash grab. Now again, with Assassin's Creed specifically, I thoroughly enjoyed the first Assassin's Creed, the first time I played it. And then I went to go play it the second time. I thought to myself, oh my god, this is a chore. I just wanted to go and do the epic assassinations and the runs. And of course I wanted to get my full money worth of the game, so whenever there was extra bonuses to do, if I'd stumble across them, I'd of course do it. But I felt, you know, there's something about most open world games where I feel the only reason they're even open world is because that's sort of the new trend. And there's just simply a lot of open world games which really have no business being open world. They have a big map, I will give them that. But there's really no point in having a big map if there's nothing to do in it. And a lot of open world games, I find, are guilty of what I personally found the original 3D platformer games to be guilty of. Collectathons. Only it's not a real collectathon in that you're collecting MacGuffins to get to the next area. It's a go to this area and do this. Go to this area and do this. And you just keep repeating these over and over and over again. Excuse me. and you just constantly go to new area, new area, new area, and just repeat doing the same damn shit. And I just, you know, that doesn't exactly appeal to me. Even Shadows of Mordor was guilty of that, and the only real reason I enjoyed Shadows of Mordor was, it wasn't even really because of the Tolkien lore, it was because it had the, for lack of a better term, puppet dictatorship. You can recruit or possess, I guess for a more better term, powerful orcs, have them rise and rise and rise in intimate strength and power, and you sort of have your own hidden puppet dictatorship army. That I found really fun, and I wasted a hell of a lot of time, not necessarily killing orcs, but just possessing orcs to sort of work for me in secret, and that I had just way too much fun doing. I admit I wasted way too much time just sort of doing that, and it, you know, I don't know if that concept's been done before, because again, when it comes to open world games like Assassin's Creed, let's be honest, Shadow of Mordor is just pretty much an Assassin's Creed ripoff, with a little bit of a Batman Arkham Asylum ripoff. Or not Arkham Asylum, but just the Batman Arkham games in general, which I, again, am hesitant to play because I don't know if I'd like them. Something about stealth open world games like these, I don't know, maybe they'd kind of worked in Shadow of Mordor. After all, I must confess I was quite a sneaky little bugger assassin in that particular game, but there's something about, you know, open world stealth games done in the Assassin's Creed genre, or even the Batman Arkham Asylum genre. And I am a DC fan, though I'm not a big comic book fan, I must confess. I don't know. I honestly don't know, you know? I got the feeling they might work, they honestly might. But I also get the feeling that they pretty much go together about as well as peanut butter and ketchup ice cream. Where, I don't know, it may very well be a great combination. After all, it seems everybody around me thoroughly enjoys it, but everybody around me thoroughly enjoys Dishonored 2 and Dishonored. While I will admit I'll probably be getting these. Is my flashlight out? Son of a bitch. Anyways, in regards to Dishonored, I'll be getting these. The second in this series just simply because I want to finish the story. It's a terrible stealth game because you don't make stealth people superheroes. You make them weak. That's why they're stealthy anyways. I believe we are done here. Let's end this video. Take care, everybody. Thanks for watching, and bye.